Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this will be Yao Tips episode 17, and this will be about 7x7 commutator cancellations. So, about 7x7 commutator cancellations, they're largely the same as 6x6, so whatever you saw in the last video can be mostly applied to the 7x7. So, the only difference is on 7x7 you have this extra piece, whereas on 6x6 you don't, obviously. But so this video will be focusing more on block commutators, where you can slice two pieces at once, and cancellations for those types of cases. So let's get started. Okay, so just to start off, I'm going to go over what a block commutator is. It is when you have to, instead of doing two individual commutators for this case, you can solve both these pieces at once, like this, by slicing up these two layers. And the same concept can be applied if it was these two pieces instead, where you would slice up these two layers. So that's going to be main concept of this video, because most of the other cases that involve one slice were covered in the 6x6 video. Okay, so even though I just said the single slice cases were covered in the 6x6 video, this is the only new case for 7x7, and I don't think it's even worth it. So for this case, it's basically the 5x5 case. It is, and this needs to go here, slice, or wide R, U slice, U down. Now, I don't think this is even worth it. I think it's just better to do M prime U to M and then slice and insert. But you can experiment with it and see what you like more. Okay, starting off with the most basic block commutator cancellation is this case, where it's basically the same as the last case, where you can do that and then slice these two, U, R, Y prime, U prime, slice these back, and faster, and one more time slow. Block commutators are harder to execute because they're riskier as you're slicing two layers, but I think it's worth it, and it's probably faster than doing two commutators or an M prime U to M into a single commutator. Next is this case, and just so you know, the cases where you have a mirror, like this case, and the last case where you could have the same type of thing but slice the other two layers, I won't be covering. You can figure that out, because it's essentially the same thing, and you're just slicing up a different pair of layers, or you're just doing a slightly different solution. So for this case, it's when you can pair up these three and then do the block commutator, but instead of doing that, you can do a triple layer turn, U, R wide, U prime, and then undo the slice. And you don't really even need to undo the slice unless you see like cross edge in here where you should, and then immediately move it out, but that's for another day. And here we go, fast. Maybe if I can not lock up. There we go. There's that case. Alright, so here's this case. Like the 6x6 case I talked about, you have two solutions for this. I'm going to go over the one that I prefer to use, but I'll show both. So the first way is slice up this layer while moving up that, doing a wide R, U prime, RY prime, U, and then undo the slice. I don't use that way because I find this is very awkward. So what I prefer is white R, U2, slice these two layers, and then undo. There we go. And then faster. That. Now we have this case where this is essentially the same as the 6x6 case, except you're slicing up 3 layers instead of 2. So for this, you can do wide R, U prime, slice 3 layers, U prime, or U, wide R prime, U prime, and slice down the 3 layers. And faster. Here's a case that's similar to the last one. It's the same concept as with the 6x6, but again with 3 layers. So here is the solution. For here, you're going to you're going to insert these 3 pieces with a commutator. So do wide R, U, triple slice, U, RY prime, U prime, and undo. And faster. Okay, last case for this type of commutator where you're slicing up the 3 layers. So you have this. For this case, you're going to do R wide, U2, and slice these 3, U, RY prime, U prime, and then you can do that, or you could bring down the slice and faster. There's that. That I think covers all the cases that I know for 7x7. Well, you can apply all the cases that I showed in the 6x6 video, which you can check out on my channel. And like I said, most of those cases can be applied to 7x7. It's just be aware of the middle layer and then make any adjustments if needed. So I think that will be it for now. If I think of another video, I'll post it. If not, then I guess I'll see you in whenever the next video is. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed.